The weather's getting warmer, and that means one thing on Okinawa.
Springtime is almost here.
We're going to take you out of the house and show you all about Mikan farming.
We also want to introduce you to a craftsman that is preserving a time-honored Okinawa tradition. All that and more on this edition of Hai Sai Okinawa.
Welcome to Hai Sai Okinawa. I'm Gabriel Archer.
And I'm Kathy Millette.
Spring in Okinawa.
For some, this might conjure up images of rain, wind, and general muck.
But if you can brave the island's weather, there's a good chance you can walk away with a bushel of Okinawan tangerines, also known as Mikan.
Our first story today is in Nago, where we met with Mikan farmers who bring the islands hundreds of tons of tangerines annually.
In some places, winter isn't exactly the ideal season for the growth of anything, with the exception of snowdrifts. In Okinawa, however, the subtropical climate and mild winters offer a chance to grow a variety of fruits and vegetables. In northern Okinawa, one such fruit is Mikan, tangerines that grow on farms all over Nago. A collective of Okinawan Mikan farms called Izumi brings visitors from all over the island and Japan to various farms to pick tangerines. Tomohiro Yohena, chairman of the Izumi Collective, tells us more about Mikan growing during the winter months in Okinawa.
Mikan season is about 6 months long, September to March. Tankan's regular season is January to March. However, this year's season has been shortened. It will all be over at the end of February, and the amount of Tankan has been reduced. Several big typhoons hit Okinawa last year and damaged many of the trees. Shikwasa season is September to December.
At the Izumi headquarters, you can buy a bag of Mikan for 1,000 yen, boxes for 4,000, or even just pick up a few from a mound to enjoy with a meal, or to give as gifts to friends. In a single season, growers can produce over 100 tons of Mikan. This is quite impressive, given the average grove lies on a hillside with less area than a mid-sized house. The farmers are able to utilize the land and have turned crop growing into an art over the centuries of production.
We've been growing and cultivating Mikan in Izumi area for 100 years. This grove, Mr. Kuba's grove, was used for pineapple only 20 years ago. Now Mr. Kuba primarily grows Mikan and Tankan.
Passion for their craft runs deep, with Mikan farmers giving their fruit all the love and hard work they can muster. The result is delicious and well worth a trip.
There is something special about being able to pull them from the tree, and you feel connected to the Mikan, to the earth. I'm doing this for my health. You rarely get a chance to eat like this anymore. They're very fresh. And also, I love the taste. They have a sweet, sour, citric taste, and smell great.
To pick Mikan yourself, call MCCS Tours Plus to schedule a visit, or drive up to Izumi Mikan no Sato to experience the citrus. For Hai Sai Okinawa, I'm Gabriel Archer.
So how many tons of Mikan did you eat while you were out there?
About 6.
6 tons?
Well, it's kind of tradition, you know.
And speaking of traditions, Okinawan music has been around for centuries. Even today, it's hard to go somewhere on the island without hearing the distinctive sound of the sanshin. We want to introduce you to a man who has spent his entire life crafting the unique instruments. The sanshin. Some might say it's the sound of Okinawa. This stringed instrument is one of the most recognizable elements in Okinawan traditional music. The sanshin originated in China, finding its way to Okinawa in the late 14th century. It was used to entertain the royal court and dignitaries. The sanshin became very popular during the 16th century, eventually making its way to mainland Japan, where it was called samisen. Only a handful of craftsmen still practice the art of building this instrument. For one sanshin maker, the craft was passed down from his father.
基本的には変わらないんですけども、例えば
The basic technique hasn't changed. However, it took more time since we didn't have any convenient tools to shave the necks, so we had to chisel raw lumber by hand. Now we use a big machine for that and can save some time. And we also have a good glue to fit these skins in.
Most people believe that the skins on the sanshin are made of local habu snakes, but that's just a myth.
A lot of people think we use habu skins because sanshins are an Okinawan traditional musical instrument. But habu skins are too small for sanshin. We import python skins. The origin of sanshin is not in Okinawa, but it is in China.
A python skin is about 3 to 4 meters in length and is large enough to produce 3 to 4 instruments. The final sound of the sanshin varies greatly depending on the area of the python skin used.
Some sanshins have an artificial skin body that will not break easily. My father developed techniques to make a stronger body and has started fitting synthetic fibers in under the real snake skin. It is called kyoka bari, which means reinforcement fitting. It makes the instrument durable with the same look and sound.
It takes time and great skill to create a handmade instrument. The process starts from carving the neck and wooden base. Then the neck is stained and the skin stretched and glued to the base. Finally, the fittings and 3 strings are added. Mr. Arakaki can create a sanshin in a couple of weeks if he's in a rush, but he says that he needs 3 to 4 months to make one that he's happy with.
When my customers put in an order, they say, "You don't need to hurry, but please, create a great one." I'm not a professional sanshin player. I can create well, but can't play well. There are times when I can hardly believe it when I listen to someone who is playing great music with the sanshin that I created.
Okinawans are proud to call the sanshin their own, and to them, it's more than just a musical instrument.
It's like a great work of art, a symbolic presence in Okinawa. It is very beautiful.
Next time you hear the sound of the sanshin, remember it is a result of a centuries-old craft which continues to this day.
You know, Kathy, when I hear sanshin, I think of festivals.
Yep, you hear it at just about every festival on Okinawa. But not every festival celebrated on Okinawa originates here.
Many originated in mainland Japan. The Hina Matsuri, or Doll Festival, is one example.
We journeyed to Okinawa City to show you a shop that specializes in the dolls and are the centerpieces of this colorful tradition. Whether made of cloth, straw, or clay, little girls all over the world love to play with dolls. But dolls aren't just toys. In many cultures, they hold a significant meaning and story. In Japan, elaborate dolls representing the royal family are displayed to celebrate the Hina Matsuri, or Doll Festival, on March 3rd. This day is designated as Girls' Day, and special parties are held for girls of all ages.
孫がいて、おばあちゃん、お母さんたちと一緒に
The granddaughter, grandmother, and mother are here celebrating on March 3rd. The Hina dolls are set out, and each child has her own set to display.
感じで、一人一つずつのひな人形を持っています。
A set of Hina dolls is given to a newborn baby girl by her parents or grandparents. There can be several sets of dolls displayed in the home from the grandmother, mother, and daughters in the family. Special dishes are enjoyed during the celebration, including a rice and fish dish called chirashi zushi. Desserts include colorful sweet rice cakes and fruit-shaped candy.
このおひな様に
It's the day to pray for healthy growth and happiness for young girls. The doll display usually begins in mid-February and is kept until Hina Matsuri. It is believed that displaying the dolls after March 4th will result in a delayed marriage for the girl.
こちらがなってます。
The tradition began during the Heian period, when families would create dolls out of paper representing themselves. By creating a doll in their own likeness, they could transfer their misfortunes or illnesses to the dolls. They would place the dolls in the river and watch their troubles drift away. Over the years, the dolls became more elaborate and now represent the royal family. A complete set consists of 15 dolls. The top tier holds the emperor and empress with a golden screen behind them. The costume for the empress is the traditional 12-layered ceremonial kimono. The next tiers hold 3 ladies-in-waiting, followed by 5 musicians, 2 ministers, and finally 3 servants or samurai. Other items on display include traditional food, tea sets, silk lanterns, royal furniture, a carriage, a mandarin orange tree, and a cherry blossom or peach tree.
今ではこういった大きいものは飾らなくなっていて、だんだんコンパクトに小さめのものに。
In recent years, people have been turning away from the large displays and moving towards the smaller, compact doll sets. The larger sets have to be broken down and put away in several boxes. But the modern version is a complete set that is in a glass display case.
簡単になってきて。
The larger sets can cost upwards of $5,000. But with limited space and budget, a simple set with just a royal couple can be found for around $200. These dolls make great souvenirs and offer a unique look at a tradition that is centuries old. If you would like to see the various types of Hina dolls on display, be sure to visit Specialty Shop East in Okinawa City. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Hai Sai Okinawa. Remember, if you want to get out to explore this beautiful island, MCCS Tours Plus can help.
Stop by or call your local Tours Plus office or check out mccsokinawa.com for Tours Plus information.
From everyone here at MCCS TV, thank you for watching.
We hope to see you again on the next Hai Sai Okinawa. Bye.